is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Bringing it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game-type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
Turning it on!
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the ground, it's Turner. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, get it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Quarterback keeper. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's taking the shot. Finds a spot in the middle.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
They'll run the option. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Quick completion on the out. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. And the Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just going to keep it after the snap. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. To the air. It's Flagway. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman, but just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll try to pop the draw. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school.
It's a big stride inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gator.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. He's got it along the sideline. Speeding down the left side. The tag. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. Breaks into the open. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
You're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race. You got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
That's caught. It's Brown. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And man, this guy's shown you the whole game, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown Gamecocks. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Firing to the right, complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Fakes to grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun on third down. Using his legs to buy some time. Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Pocket breaking down. They'll finish the ride at the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Got his man. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. Turning it on! They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a hit. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Gators can really attack on this second and short. Takes the handoff. It's Webb. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Gators will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes. This is a gamble. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The shotgun on third down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew it was coming. Did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gonna run it. It's turned. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Gators line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw. It's Flagway. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet. But I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops. So he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Tyler. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going to let it go. He caught it.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season, like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
Got his man quickly. They will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Still on his feet at the serious yardage totals.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touch.
He's going for it all. Makes the grab. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the one.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
The Gators will try to put one on the board on first and goal.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback
Scores on the sneak. Another touchdown for this guy. He's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Stands in and takes the hit. Makes the grab down the middle. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. This time he's got it. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to take off. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's third down. I got a little bit I got to get. And I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the fourth down.
He's got it. First down and more. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA so very critical. How about this one today? New Mexico State is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in Las Cruces, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Purdue. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Takes the handoff. It's Turner. He stopped at the 32. Up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running behind that left side. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line and pick up of 1.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the... Makes the grab on the left side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Going deep. Got it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Snap in the shotgun. Looking to scramble. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. He's looking downfield to throw. Gets rid of it. Working that left side now. Looking for the end zone. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
Man, you practice this all week for a reason. The 2-minute situation is so important. I like the completion. I like the first down. Let's see if we can get one more play in real quick before the 2-minute timeout.
A fourth-quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Fires to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Oh, they're after him. He's loose at the 15. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed.
Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Ball security is job security. You give the ball to your running back. You give the ball to your playmaker. You expect him to take care of the football, especially in these situations. All we're trying to do is run clock. Get that thing. Get out of here. We got the lead by 2 possessions. Try to find a way not to do what we just did. That's a horrible turnover there.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Listen, the defense gave up a couple of yards, but they're happy to give that up because they know the clock is still ticking. They're trying to bleed this thing. If you want to throw it over the middle of the field inbounds, they'll give that to you all day.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Now, how about the communication by the big fellas up front? Picking up that blitz, QB wasn't even close to being touched. That was as pristine a pocket as you will see.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Now on 2nd down. He might want another play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got him. And they swarm him under. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. And how about this confidence in their field goal kicker? They're going to pat him on the butt and say, go give us 3, big fella. And that is no good. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. To throw, it's Nolan. Moves around to clear up the vision. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Pound 55 weak. Ready, go. Clear. Clear. Go. Down. And up.
You gotta love it, baby. Give us some more.
Slab. Stand. Cricket. High. Stand. Ready, ready. Stand. High. Ready. 42 Spider. Spider. Ready. Lasso. Ready, ready. Cobra.
Auto.
High. Here we go. High. Moves. Stand. Green 25. Ready, go. Stand. Ready, go. Jackrabbit. And up. Here we go. Stand. 29 Philly. 2 Hornet. Hornet. Easy. Igloo. Igloo. High. Easy. Cut it. Cut it. Pound 55. Ready, ready. Slab. Ready. Come on, set. Ready, set. Cricket. Ready. Get set. Get set. Ready, ready. 42 Spider. Spider. Ready. Razor, razor. Stand. Let's go. Ready, go.